From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden, this is Nightline.
Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news. A small commuter plane, Continental Express flight number 3407, carrying 44 passengers and 4 crew members from Newark Airport to Buffalo Niagara International Airport, crashed into a house in Clarence, New York, about 4 miles short of Buffalo Airport at 10:20 p.m. According to the Associated Press, the New York State Police say that all 48 people aboard flight number 3407 have died. There was light snow at the time. Images at the crash site showed a fiery scene. One neighbor said the crash sounded like a huge snowplow passing. An eyewitness on the ground reported seeing the plane, a Bombardier Dash 8 turboprop, on fire shortly before the crash.
I was sitting in my family room watching TV, and it flew over, and I saw it on fire, and then I heard an explosion. A few minutes later, I heard another explosion. There's a crater back there, and you could see the landing gear and the wing and the engine. One home is completely destroyed, and the one next door, part of it's like collapsed.
Our sympathies are tonight with the families of the victims of Flight 3407. We turn now to what may prove to be much-needed relief for millions of Americans. The Obama administration is reportedly poised to roll out a plan that would reduce mortgage interest rates for homeowners threatened by foreclosure. The news comes after yet another month of dire foreclosure numbers. And tonight we visit one of the hardest-hit states, a place where the rich and famous once traded properties. And these were often sold by a superstar realtor, a man who made tens of millions of dollars. But times have changed, and so has his business. As Jeffrey Kaufman now reports for the latest installment of our series, Realty Check.
I love it. I love it. This is the most expensive home built in Miami. Almost $100 million cost.
This is the way Carlos Justo likes to sell houses, multi-million-dollar houses.
That one I sold, that one I sold, that one I sold, that one I bought.
Want to buy a home on Miami Beach's star-studded Star Island? Carlos claims he has sold more homes there than anyone.
This is Puff Daddy right here, which was the best deal, in my opinion. Next one's owned by the Estefans. I sold that to them. 2 doors down is Rosie O'Donnell.
When the Miami market was hot, Carlos was red hot, selling $200 million in real estate in 1 year to multimillionaires and to billionaires. He used a helicopter the way most agents use a car.
Typically, whenever I get a client on a helicopter like this, they see the knowledge of the market, they perceive it differently. I get them forever. They end up saying, okay, this is my team, this is my guy.
The guy who became a living legend. Just a few years ago, a program called $1 Million Agents on the cable channel TLC celebrated him as the biggest fish in Miami's shark-infested pool of real estate agents.
I have no idea where you're going, and I have no idea where to get there. Make a left. Why don't you make a left here?
When times were good, he toured around town in his chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce. $1 million homes weren't his business. He was only interested in multi-million-dollar homes and the people who owned them or wanted to. That was then. Today, the Rolls has been replaced by a Land Rover, and the high flyer, who was worth $20 million in 2005, is now $12 million in debt and declaring bankruptcy.
So you owned this home?
I owned this home, and it didn't sell. We did the renovation. It didn't sell for about 6-7 months.
In better times, home was this $7 million Miami mansion. When the market tanked, Carlos could no longer afford the taxes, $135,000 a year, and the mortgage.
And how much did you lose in the process?
Over $2 million, like 2.7.
This one is gone. He still owns 5 homes, all facing foreclosure.
How many homes did you own?
I don't know, 12.
12 homes. And what happened to the 7 that are gone?
Well, either sold or lost.
To the banks.
And along with my millions.
It is the story of a spectacular rise and fall. Carlos Justo came to Miami from Cuba at age 11. He began his working life as a janitor and flipping burgers at McDonald's and became a multimillionaire. Soon it will all be gone.
All my properties that I have a mortgage on, I believe are in foreclosure.
But he refuses to be seen as a victim.
I did it. It was all my doing.
How do you describe what drove you?
Greed, ego. Nothing is ever enough. When the ego drives you, it's like it's more and more and more.
Did you just want to become a billionaire?
I have no idea what I wanted to do. Don't you stop when you have enough? No, let's go create more.
By every measure, it worked very well for a while.
Are you freaking crazy? What do you mean it didn't get affected that much? You want the statistics? The number of sales are probably down 80%, and on some markets, they're probably down 50% in value.
Today, he is scrambling to keep his business alive and his head above water as bankruptcy court looms and 12 lawsuits threaten to sink him.
My business is basically selling real estate, and I decided to become an investor. That was really my downfall.
So what do you call this neighborhood?
Indian Creek Village.
A village of just 32 homes, a golf course and a police force of 14. One of the most exclusive addresses in America. Call it Billionaires Row.
Here is Julio Iglesias, Carl Icahn, Don Shula.
That pink house is one of the more modest homes here, and Carlos is trying to sell it for this woman.
How are you?
Anne, A-N-N-E, McDougall, M-C-D-O-U-G-A-L.
And
there are lots of other names in between, but I've been this is my third marriage.
And this is her third home. She'd like to simplify life if someone would pay her around $11 million for it.
Why don't you tell her the structure, the concept?
You know that I'm interested only in money.
Okay. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so let me give you the basic numbers.
Okay.
Okay, $2 million now, and then they would lease the home for up to 5 years.
It's a creative lease-buy deal. Carlos says that's what's necessary to move houses in a down market. Anne wants nothing of it. But when it comes to Carlos, she is a big fan.
He's a fabulous, fabulous person. And he brings an excitement wherever he goes. And I don't know, he's inspiring that way. He does something to people. And he does come up with some amazing deals.
The $20 million he had just a few years ago has turned into $12 million in debt. That doesn't turn you off dealing with him?
No, because he hasn't basically changed. I mean, his personality is the same, and it's my feeling that he will probably be back in a great position again.
Not many real estate agents can boast that they share their penthouse apartment with a group of Buddhist monks, but Carlos does. Which may explain why he remains so calm, so upbeat in the face of adversity.
Look at their serenity. Look at their peacefulness. No matter what it is, they're so fulfilled and satisfied with, like, nothing.
Are you going to join them and give everything up and stop selling real estate? I don't get that sense.
No, I'm going to continue to sell real estate because I love what I do.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, babe?
First, he has to clean up his personal, financial, and legal mess, and the real estate market has to recover. He thinks that's at least 2 years away.
These foreclosures must end. You know, there are a lot of people right now that have properties that should not be had. Me included. I should not be. I should just stay to what I know, being a real estate salesman, not trying to be a real estate investor. In the future, I learned my lesson well.
Carlos Justo, the high flyer who was unshaken by his crash to earth, says when the market comes back, he'll be ready and rich again. I'm Jeffrey Kaufman for Nightline in Miami.
An expensive lesson, yet amazingly an optimistic outlook. Our thanks to Jeffrey Kaufman. And when we come back, what happens when a fan's obsession turns dangerous? We take you inside the mind of a celebrity stalker.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by TD Ameritrade.
way the stock market's been acting lately, you may wonder if you've been doing the right thing. Is the advice you've been getting helping or hurting? Are the fees you're paying really worth it? TD Ameritrade's fees are fair and straightforward. Their research is independent and unbiased. Their investment consultants are knowledgeable and there when you need them. So why not talk to one?
Call today to schedule a free investment checkup or visit a TD Ameritrade branch.
You won't need this. Tonight, try something new instead. Bird's Eye Steam Fresh Meals for Two. Let your delicious dinner cook itself perfectly in just 10 minutes. New Steam Fresh Meals for Two, now in the frozen meals aisle.
How do you make sure everybody in the company is, as you put it, keeping it weird?
Keep it weird is our wig for keep it human, keep it real, keep it different. Typically, the more different ideas, the more fragile an idea is. So you have to have an environment that people are comfortable with sharing ideas and not working against them. Anything we're working on has to be out in the open. That way, anybody can see it and build upon it.
Right. We have to have better ideas in the marketplace, and the only way we can do this is if every brain is in the game.
When you see what we've done with veggies, you'll think it's uncanny. V8 soups from Campbell's. Luscious blends with no artificial flavors or preservatives. Like golden butternut squash, southwestern corn, garden broccoli. A full serving of vegetables in a soup so velvety and delicious, you won't be able to contain yourself. Campbell's V8 soups.
Emmett, your gray facial hair has put you in a rocking chair.
Your beard is weird.
Just for Men Gel.
Gets rid of gray in 5 easy minutes.
His edge is back. He scores! Just for Men. Keep your edge.
Desperate for late night laughs?
Your late night stimulus package.
Tonight, Jimmy's got Oscar nominee Marissa Tomei. Plus, a special appearance by Matthew McConaughey. Emmy Award-winning Jimmy Kimmel Live. All new, coming up on ABC.
ABC's Desperate Housewives, all new Sunday, 9/8 Central on ABC.
Patience. It waits with a smile. Confident in the outcome. Patience greets hours and minutes with equal grace. At Sterling Savings Bank, patience is just one element of our signature hometown helpful promise. Sterling, now more than ever.
Celebrities on the whole accept that every now and then they'll be pestered by some adoring fans. But what happens when adoration becomes suffocation? When a fan becomes a stalker? Nowhere is this more likely to occur than in Los Angeles, a city full of shining stars. But police are fighting back, and tonight we take you inside the city's elite stalker unit, as Lisa Fletcher now reports.
A-list celebrities. See them on the red carpet, posing for the cameras, and their adoring fans. But for some celebrities, they've had to pay the price of living in the spotlight when certain fans become obsessed and begin to stalk.
There's a fine line between fan and fanatic.
Jennifer Garner just got a permanent restraining order against a man who blogs about human sacrifice. She says he has terrorized her for years.
Today.
Uma Thurman described her stalker as a nightmare. He'd show up at her home and turned up outside her trailer while she was filming a movie in Manhattan. And then there's this American Idol contestant, obsessed with Paula Abdul for years. She killed herself in front of the singer's home.
Good morning, Threat Management Unit. Detective Dunn, can I help you?
Detective Jeff Dunn is working the Abdul case and many others. He heads up the Threat Management Unit, dubbed the Stalker Unit. His beat, Los Angeles, ground zero for celebrity stalking.
He would send greeting cards to her.
Dunn gave us unprecedented access to some of his cases related to the world's biggest stars.
As far as Britney Spears was concerned, he was completely delusional. He was convinced that she loved him.
Womanizer singer Britney Spears was forced to deal with a stalking situation of her own. Masahiko Shizawa.
What we had was a Japanese businessman came to America on a tourist visa for the sole purpose of following Britney Spears around the country on a concert tour.
He believes Shizawa used the internet to not only track Spears' concert schedule, but her life from Louisiana to Los Angeles, and sent the pictures and postcards to prove it.
Here's a picture of her limousine as she's leaving one of the concert venues. And on the back of the photograph, he says, "I'm chasing you." You know, she doesn't know who this person is.
That would get anybody's attention.
Absolutely.
Advised by the LAPD stalking unit of the potential danger, Spears got a restraining order. It has since expired.
The psychology of stalkers tends to be very primitive.
Dr. Reed Malloy is widely regarded as one of the nation's experts on stalkers, particularly those who threaten celebrities. He says stalking behavior may be fueled by our no-holds-barred culture, obsessed with all things celebrity.
Is there something about these celebrity magazines and the personal photos that they contain that sort of drives the behavior of the stalkers?
The more the magazines humanize the celebrity figure, the more it can reduce that space between the stalker and the celebrity figure.
And as the buffer decreases, the cost of fame goes up.
I wasn't that stressed about even knew that I was, I guess, stalking her.
In the late 1980s, Rebecca Schaefer was a rising star with a lead role on the hit TV show My Sister Sam.
Brandon is intelligent and sensitive and artistic.
She was murdered by an obsessed fan by the name of Robert Bardo.
I just felt like my obsession grew more and more. And I kept trying to contact her, there was no response. I couldn't understand that.
Back in those days, there were no stalking laws in California, or anywhere else for that matter.
I didn't even know if she would be. And I said, no, pull it in, shoot.
Schaefer's brutal death, gunned down at her front door, was the wake-up call.
She had to be a victim of a homicide in order for us to get the message that something needs to be done in the way of legislation to address stalking crimes.
Laws passed, and LAPD's stalker unit was born. And sometimes, at least here in Hollywood, life imitates art.
Hello?
I watched you today.
TV and film star Morgan
beautiful.
Fairchild once played the role of a stalking victim in the movie The Seduction. In real life, she says she's had many stalkers and has come to rely on the LAPD stalker unit.
If you're in the public eye and that's the business you've chosen, then you will always have to face the probability that not everyone is going to be happy with you or like you, and that people may have some kind of grudge, real or imagined, against you.
One female fan began writing innocent postings on Fairchild's website. That turned into cards, gifts, and handwritten letters the LAPD says escalated their level of concern.
I'm going to show up on your doorstep, I'm going to fly across the country, oh, you promised me that you were going to pay all our bills, and you haven't done it, and now I'm angry. And I was like, so it was getting kind of threatening.
The obsessed woman believed Fairchild was her mother.
You know, these are addressed to your home address.
How happy do you think that makes me?
However threatening they may be, police say stalkers are also unpredictable. This obsessed fan sent this X-rated video to a prominent recording artist. And in the case of Brad Pitt, this woman broke into his home, fed his dogs, and slept in his pajamas.
Are these people that appear normal in their daily lives and then they go home and they're obsessing over these celebrities?
Typically not. Typically their lives are bereft of any normal satisfactions. Oftentimes they're living alone. They've typically had very unstable work histories and have not done well, and oftentimes that's because of the psychiatric disorder. But paradoxically, they tend to be brighter than average.
One stalker, considered to be extremely dangerous by both Malloy and the LAPD, Jonathan Norman, who stalked Steven Spielberg. He even had a shopping list.
3 eye masks, 3 cuffs, 4 pair of nipple clippers. Again, you see both the level of aggression as well as the level of sexual aggression that Norman thought about.
Because of his prior criminal convictions, Jonathan Norman was sentenced to 25 years to life for the Steven Spielberg case.
You know, a lot of the celebs that are stalked aren't necessarily overtly threatened, but it's still terrifying for them.
Correct. But people do not understand that just the event of stalking will lead to various states that can move to the level of a psychiatric disorder in celebrities.
Case in point, Madonna, who said she suffered nightmares after being stalked by Robert Hoskins. Hoskins scaled the security walls of her estate, tried to get to the singer, whom he believed was his wife, and was ultimately shot by her bodyguard.
thing that makes Hoskins so dangerous is he's focused on Madonna as a spirit, and he believes that the Madonna spirit can inhabit anyone at any given time. So if Robert Hoskins was walking the street today and he decided that you or I were Madonna at that point in time, we would be at great risk.
With the help of the LAPD stalking unit, Morgan Fairchild recently broke free of her obsessed fan.
Especially this day and age with all the technology that's readily available to any weirdo on the street, you do get a little concerned about your safety, about your security.
They don't know who this person is, so you can't blame them for being frightened. And that's where we come in. Part of our job is managing that fear in addition to managing the case.
Dunn's unit already has its hands full, dealing with 20 celebrity stalking cases right now. And in our celebrity-obsessed culture, there seems to be no end in sight. This is Lisa Fletcher for Nightline in Los Angeles.
The dark side of celebrity culture. Our thanks to Lisa Fletcher. And when we come back, love is in the air. So says this international super couple.
I'm taking an antidepressant, but I think I might need more help.
Approximately 2 out of 3 people being treated for depression still have depression symptoms.
I'm on an antidepressant, but I'm still not where I want to be with my symptoms.
If your antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor. One option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify. Only Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Learn more about Abilify. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on Abilify, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, seizures, impaired judgment or motor skills, or trouble swallowing.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
If an antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of adding Abilify.
Crest White Strips has created a strip so revolutionary, you can use it while you do just about anything. It molds better, it grips better, and seals better. You can even drink water with it on. Introducing new Crest White Strips Advanced Seal. It's an all-new technology that molds and adheres to your teeth better, giving you a dramatically wider smile. Whitening that fits any life and every smile. New Crest White Strips Advanced Seal.
Frank's trying to not pay me my winnings for the skins beat down because his 401k is tanking. You gotta get E-Trade, do some research, and take charge.
You moved your ball.
Frank, it was on the cart path. Shankopotamus.
Take control with one of the most powerful investing machines there is at E-Trade.
Friday, travel to a place that time forgot and see for yourself things you'd never expect to see happening here in America. Diane Sawyer, 2 years of reporting, 1 astonishing hour. A Hidden America, Children of the Mountains, Friday at 10 on ABC.
Here in your backyard, you can explore a mountain people travel from across the country to ride. With 4 world-class terrain parks, the ability to ride any direction you want from the summit, and thousands of acres of tree-lined natural terrain. What can we say? It's a big backyard. Explore everything there is to ride at Mount Bachelor.
Every year, Sleep Country clears out hundreds of last year's models during the huge year-end clearance sale. And right now, get up to 36 months free financing. Sleep Country's huge year-end clearance sale ends Monday.
At Dodge, we're working to earn your trust and your business by delivering the best quality and reliability in our history. And now we're announcing Employee Pricing Plus Plus on nearly all our vehicles. You get our employee price, plus a $1,000 cash allowance, which all adds up to over $4,400 in savings on a new Dodge Ram. Plus, well-qualified buyers get 0% financing. Now getting the vehicle you want has never been easier. We don't want to be just any car company. We want to be your car company. See your Dodge dealer today.
100 rolls of Stainmaster carpet just arrived. And right now we're installing 3 rooms for $749 or the whole house for just $16.99. That includes everything. But the sale is over when the rolls are gone. Hurry in. Dial 503-CARPETS.
Nightline continues from New York City with Martin Bashir.
For centuries, it's been the stuff of fairy tales or fiction, like the main characters in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, where two strangers meet and suddenly fall in love. But in France, the fantasy has become a fact, if one author is to be believed. He says that for President Sarkozy and Carla Bruni, it really was love at first sight. And for our David Wright, that is a sign of the times.
He's not exactly Prince Charming, though he does live in a palace, but the French president clearly knows how to turn on the charm.
Was it love at first sight? Yeah, I saw him, and it was it.
According to a new book, there was an instant attraction between Carla Bruni and Nicolas Sarkozy. By the end of the first dinner party where they met, Sarkozy was already joking about getting engaged.
He walked into the room, and something of his charm, you know.
A fairy tale romance? Absolutely. Never mind that the prince was still married, though separated. This fairy tale is French. The British version is more tepid and tame. Check out Prince Charles and Lady Diana in their first interview after he popped the question.
And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
Surprise, surprise, that didn't end happily ever after. No Cinderella story for them.
When his heart tells him that here is the maid predestined to be his bride.
But is the fairy tale just a fantasy? Is love at first sight really possible?
The instant attraction is very real, and it's a very deep emotion.
The ancient Greeks believed in the power of Cupid's arrow. Today's science offers encouragement for hopeless romantics. One recent study found that it doesn't matter if couples talk for 3 minutes or 10 minutes. They know right away if it'll work. Scientists say our brains may be hardwired that way.
What attracts men the most, first and foremost, is physical beauty in the woman. For women, men need to be mysterious. They need to be difficult to figure out.
Of course, everyone has their own answer to Sergeant Pepper's enduring question.
Would you believe in a love at first sight?
The President of France and his beautiful bride clearly do. I'm David Wright for Nightline in New York.
And be careful, Valentine's Day is near, so don't forget those flowers. Our thanks to David Wright. And when we come back, Judd Gregg drops out. It's not personal, it's policy. And it's the subject of tonight's closing argument.
I got the call about hosting the Oscars. I actually haven't stopped wearing this. I don't want to give too much away, but there's a twist this year.
The biggest movie event of the year.
Anything can happen.
Hosted by Hugh Jackman, the Oscars, live Sunday, February 22nd, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC.
With a selection like this, you'll find the perfect desk for your home or office. And with prices starting at $199, you'll save a lot of money. At City Liquidators, we have over 1,800 desks in stock. Buy it today, get it today.
Remember, City Liquidators open every day till 6.
Lexus of Portland's 2008 model year-end sale is happening now. Special factory incentives mean special prices for you on all new models, including hybrids. Don't wait. These are the best prices of the model year, and the sale is on now at Lexus of Portland.
The end of another day working for the man.
You got that right.
Hey, I feel you real people. How about some delicious hamburger helper?
Bring it on.
Looks pretty tasty, does it not?
Oh, yeah.
And so ridiculously easy to make. Even your boss could do it.
That is easy.
Hey, I should get a window office for this. Hey, where you going?
To make hamburger helper.
1 pound, 1 pan, 1 tasty meal.
It's spin and win time at the new Phoenix Casino. A winner every
minute school delays and school closures. Instant weather updates on KGW.com and KGW.com mobile. Keeping your family safe. The Weather Authority. First thing in the morning and all night. Your severe weather station, KGW News Channel 8, where the news comes first.
At most car dealerships, numbers are thrown back and forth so fast it's hard to not feel like you're being taken advantage of. At Wilsonville Toyota, you only get one price, our absolute lowest price. Wilsonville Toyota, the dealership that is changing it all.
Hey, honey, what you got there?
Popcorn from Dairy Queen. Want to try?
Sure.
Good, huh?
Hey, wait a second.
What?
This isn't popcorn, you idiot. It's popcorn shrimp!
You know, I knew there was something familiar about it.
Hold on. Where are the kids?
The DQ Popcorn Shrimp Basket with golden breaded bite-sized shrimp. So good, shrimp would eat them. Now just $3.99. And finish off with a DQ Choco Cherry Love Blizzard.
Ouch. Long line. Perfect time to do some mobile banking with Bank of America. Check that out. A transfer from savings to checking, and before you know it, you're paying bills. You're a financial dynamo today. What's gotten into you? That explains a lot.
Only America's largest 3G network has the world's first touchscreen BlackBerry. Now by the storm and get any BlackBerry free. Only from Verizon Wireless.
Get monumental savings now at Joe's President's Day weekend sale with amazing deals store-wide. Plus, save an extra $25 on any purchase of $100 or more with an in-store coupon. Just ask for the coupon in-store. Buy two and get one free on all red-tie clearance sportswear, athletic apparel, or outerwear, already up to 70% off. Save 20% on all Carhartt apparel. Brooks or ASICS running shoes, your choice, only $59.99. The President's Day weekend sale at Joe's Sports Outdoor, Truck, Auto, and more.
Oh, I like you so very much. So much, in fact, I gotta wake you up. 'Cause you'll make biscuits and I'll make tea. Just wanna
Save store-wide during Bassett's President's Day sale. Sale ends Monday.
New at 6, we're on the road to the 2010 Olympics in Vancouver, BC. And if you were planning to go to the games, better start saving now.
The Olympic period is a treat for anyone to be able to experience, and so therefore, naturally, there would be a premium placed on those accommodations.
And wait until you hear about those premium prices, plus what you can expect at the border crossing. That's coming up at 6 o'clock. And Nightly News is straight ahead with more on the well-known 9/11 widow who made a difference so that her husband's death was not in vain. It's unbelievable. She died in the plane crash last night in New York State.
Plus, why the number of flu cases is up so sharply this season.
That's coming up next on Nightly News, and we'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.